Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Archibald of New South Wales. My name is Michael Brand. I'm the director of this fantastic public art museum here in Sydney. Whether you are joining us in person here this morning or whether you are joining us virtually, a very warm welcome to the unveiling of the finalists for the 2022 Archibald, Wynne and Sulman Prizes, and also the announcement of the 2022 Packing Room Prize. We are all very fortunate to be here meeting on Gadigal country this morning, and the Archibald of New South Wales always likes to acknowledge the traditional custodianship of these beautiful lands and waters around us by the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. And on behalf of all of us, I pay my respects to their elders, past and present, and also to their emerging generation of leadership. Last year, we celebrated the 100th anniversary of the Archibald Prize. And this year we begin a new century, having shown over 6,000 portraits by more than 1,500 artists since 1921. No less than 32,000 entries have been viewed by our judges in this time. The Archibald, Wynne and Sulman Prizes, along with the Young Archie competition, offer established, emerging and budding young artists the opportunity to have their work shown, displayed here at the Archibald of New South Wales, our soon-to-be expanded Archibald of New South Wales, I should say, just off a building site tour. And we can't wait to welcome you to our expanded art museum when we open our new building to the public on the 3rd of December this year. I'm thrilled that our new spaces across both our buildings will provide artists with extraordinary opportunities to work in new ways and show new types of art. Our goal has been to build a dazzling new stage for art overlooking our beautiful harbour here on Gadigal country. And here we will offer experiences worthy of our location, our history, the many individuals who've played a role in building this great institution over the past 150 years, and also the many who will come to us looking for joy, for inspiration in the coming decades. There are a number of prizes awarded to artists every Archibald season and many different judges. While the majority of the prizes will be announced here next Friday, Friday the 13th, let's kick off Archie's second century with a brief overview. So the Archibald Prize finalists and winners are judged by our Board of Trustees, our 11-member Board of Trustees, whose current members, as always, include two artists. They are Tony Albert, and also in her first year, Caroline Rothwell. Our trustees also select the Wynne Prize finalists and winners, and there are some additional prizes that are awarded each year as part of the Wynne Prize exhibition. The judge for the Sulman Prize changes every year, and this year the guest judge is 2017 Sulman winner and 2022 Archibald Prize finalist, the artist Joan Ross. The Packing Room Prize is judged by our art gallery staff who receive, unpack and hang the entries. The ANZ People's Choice Award is judged by everyone who comes to the exhibition. The Young Archie finalists are selected by the Art Gallery's Manager of Family Programs, my colleague Victoria Collings, along with a guest judge, and this year it is the artist Ramesh Mario Nityanandran. As it celebrates 10 years, the Young Archies received a record number of entries. Believe it or not, 2,400 entries, and Ramesh looked at every one of those. 70 Young Archie finalists, the most ever exhibited, will be on display here this year. Each of these prizes and the Archibald Regional Tour are generously supported by our presenting partner, ANZ, and we thank them for what has been a fantastic 13-year partnership of collaboration. The Archibald Prize Tour began in 1999 and has since travelled to 136 venues right across regional New South Wales, Victoria and Queensland. And in that time, amazingly, it's been seen by nearly 2 million visitors. In 2022, over 1,900 entries were received by the gallery for the Archibald, Wynne and Sulman Prizes, with an even 50-50 split between male and female artists. In a nice surprise synergy, there are also several Sydney Modern Project connections in these prizes, including 2 Archibald finalists. Artist Black Douglas's painting of artist Carla Dickens, the one behind me you can't miss, and also Richard Lewis' painting of collector Liz Laverty here to your right, over there. Both Carla and Richard are among the commissioned artists we are working with for site-specific works as part of a Sydney Modern project. This year also saw the second highest number of entries by Aboriginal artists across all 3 prizes, following last year's highest ever total. So now, before I welcome our head packer, Brett Cuthbertson, to announce the winner of the 31st Packing Room Prize, I do need to let you know that after 41 years at the Art Gallery, Brett is actually retiring. Yeah, I expect a reaction like that. That's what we think too. This means that as head packer, Brett will have to relinquish, reluctantly I'm sure, his 52% of voting rights for the Packing Room Prize. As you know, over the years, thousands of works of art have passed through Brett's capable hands. Well, not through them, because he actually hasn't dropped any so far. No, so we shouldn't describe it quite that way. Including other artworks from the Art Gallery's collection, and also for our touring exhibitions. In this time, Brett has worked with artists and his colleagues just like they were his closest family members. So Brett, on behalf of the whole Art Gallery family and everyone here today, both in person and watching, thank you for over 4 decades of service to the gallery and for all the fantastic times we've had working with you. I can't explain the T-shirt, but anyway, that's Brett's choice too. Luckily, I didn't wear mine today too, of course. Anyway, it is now my very great pleasure to welcome Brett to the stage to make his announcement. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael, for those kind words. It's been great to have me. I just want to say, I'm not going to bore you too much with my 41 years here, but I do expect every one of you to come and talk to me afterwards. I've got some tales to tell you. But I want to thank my crew that we do the Archibald with. They're the best crew you could possibly ever have. And I want to thank you guys, you mob, because I've been really enjoyed working with you, all of you, and it's been great. But I'll talk to you all about that later. On to the prize. Now this year, the sitter that I've chosen is, in this world full of war and COVID, it's pretty miserable at times. This guy has a vision and a twisted sense of humour that we all need right now. And the artist has been a finalist here once before, but he's hit the big time now with this one. So I'd like to introduce you to the stage this year's winner of the Packing Room Prize, Klaus Stangl, for his portrait of Taika Waititi. Thank you. And I'd just like to bring Klaus up to the podium.
This is exciting, isn't it? I would like to start with acknowledging the traditional custodians of this land myself, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, and I'd like to pay my personal respect to the elders past, present and emerging. It's a real privilege and an honour, I feel, to call Australia home. I'd like to thank the Art Gallery of New South Wales. The team have been absolutely stunning and so supportive and helpful. I've spoken to a whole number of people, trying to remember everyone's names, but they've totally welcomed me with open arms, so thank you for the whole team who work here. Thank you to the trustees for selecting my work as finalist. As an emerging artist, it's a massive honour to share wall space with some of my favourite Aussie artists. And on that note, just like to congratulate all of the artists for being in the show this year. It's an absolute bumper crop, and I look forward to meeting you all. And I'm going to enjoy this moment because I've been hiding around the corner with the young Archie, and there's some serious talent, so this might be my only moment that this happens, so I'm just going to take my time and try and enjoy. Thank you to ANZ, obviously, for sponsoring this event. It really is support like this that helps keep the creative culture thriving and growing. Shout out to the Packing Room team, and especially Brett. Thank you for selecting my work. It must have been a hard choice because the pieces that have been on show are truly outstanding, so it's a real honour. I'd also especially like to thank Brett for using his majority vote very wisely. He has exquisite taste. Listen to this man. I mean, the T-shirt as well says it all. Well, I'm glad you're a fellow Taika fan, and I wish you all the best on your retirement. Maybe you and I can grab some Chico rolls and check out Thor: Love and Thunder when it comes out, July 8th. But yeah, I'm very excited about that film, and we should definitely go. And I'll buy the popcorn. I think I owe you one. I think. So Taika Waititi. I'd like to thank Taika for letting me paint his portrait. I really couldn't believe it when he said that he would that I could do it and I could paint him. It did come around quite quickly. I had sent him a treatment with a whole bunch of ideas. Didn't hear anything for a few weeks. Apparently he's shooting a Hollywood movie, or whatever. And then I got the phone call on a Wednesday and was told that he's available Friday. So I had one day to get my act together. But it came out trumps. I've really loved his work for years, and you make a really good point. It's the light in the dark, and it's the levity that we often need. But I've admired his work for so many years. I first came across him, I think, when I watched Boy in 2010. Amazing film, an absolute charm. So yeah, and actually he brought that charm to the sitting, which obviously we can see here. He's a guy who's completely comfortable in front of the camera as well as working behind the lens. And we had to shoot a whole bunch of images, and he just basically performed and did his Taika thing, the charismatic guy that he is, and just gave us some absolute gold. So I really thank Taika. Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank Stuart Miller. Stu is one of my best friends, and luckily for me, a fantastic photographer. He helped me capture the moments of Taika on camera that have helped inform the painting that you see on the wall behind you. And there's two people who also really helped make this happen, directors Neil Sharma and Mohini Hirse. They worked with Taika on the Thor film, and they both helped me connect with Taika and to arrange the sitting as well. So it really wouldn't have happened without either of those two guys, so I'm completely indebted. I'd also like to thank Melissa Gilbert and Daniel Bourne, Missy and Dan from the Nest Creative Space, where my studio's at. I've been there for many years, and those two have been amazing and given me such support and love and encouragement through the whole time. Love you guys, thank you. And lastly, I'd just like to thank my fiancée, Sharika. She is both my creative soundboard and my harshest critic. Getting a compliment from her is a bit like squeezing blood from a stone, but I do kind of like that because it does push me to push for better work. And I knew when she saw the finished picture of Taika on the wall in the studio, and she was like, "Yeah, that's cool." I knew that maybe I was onto something, and it was worth entering the Archibald. So, thanks again, everybody. Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much, Klaus. Congratulations. You describe yourself as an emerging artist. I think it's fair to say once you've won the Packing Room Prize, and your work is rightfully hanging amongst works by so many other fine Australian artists. I think you can drop the emerging bit as you move forward, and good luck with that. And also, just thank you for people who give artists studios. It is such an essential part of the art world, and one of the biggest challenges, I'd say, for artists to find places to work and to exercise their creativity. Thank you also for bringing Taika into the mix. I think we're all Taika fans. One of the real sort of creative geniuses working in the film world, so it'll be wonderful to have Taika here with us over the coming weeks, and I'm sure the public will really enjoy your portrait of Taika. So thank you very much again, Brett. We're going to have many ceremonies before Brett leaves the building, but I think your role in the Archibald Packing Room Prize has just been so much about what the Archibald Prize can be and is and has become over the years in Sydney. So all the very best from all of us for your future work too. Yeah. And I know he's going to keep coming back to make sure I'm doing the right thing, so I look forward to seeing you on those occasions too. Yeah, I know. And look, I thank you all for joining us, whether you've come into the gallery this morning or whether you're watching online. We appreciate having you here at the gallery, and I hope you all get a chance to come back and enjoy these 3 fantastic exhibitions, as well as the young Archies. See you again next Friday week, Friday the 13th, for the announcement of the winners of the Archibald, Wynne and Sulman prizes. The finalists' works, the list of all the finalists, will be on our website very shortly, so please check that out, and thank you again for coming. Good morning.